Barack Hussein Obama II is a politician from the United States, who went on to become the 44th president of the country in 2008 and is considered to be an iconic figure in world politics for becoming the first African American person to become the U.S. president. Here are some of the best quotes from one of the greatest orators and world leaders of the 21st century. "We are the change we have been waiting for. Change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." A change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. In the unlikely story that is America, there has never been anything false about hope. In the face of impossible odds, people who love this country can change it. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. There's not a liberal America and a conservative America, there's the United States of America. We don't ask you to believe in our ability to bring change, rather, we ask you to believe in yours. Nothing can stand in the way of the power of millions of voices calling for change. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, and it will leave you unfulfilled. It's important to make sure that we're talking with each other in a way that heals, not in a way that wounds. Our stories may be singular, but our destination is shared. While we breathe, we will hope. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. The worst thing that colonialism did was to cloud our view of our past. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. We may not be able to stop evil in the world, but how we treat one another is entirely up to us. My identity might begin with the fact of my race, but it couldn't end there. At least that's what I would choose to believe. A nation that can't control its energy sources can't control its future. Change is never easy, but always possible. All too rarely do I hear people asking just what it is that we've done to make so many children's hearts so hard, or what collectively we might do to right their moral compass, what values we must live by. We will outstretch the hand if you unclench your fist. It's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. What Washington needs is adult supervision. My little girls can break my heart. They can make me cry just looking at them eating their string beans. To those Americans whose support I have yet to earn, I may not have won your vote tonight, but I hear your voices. I need your help. And I will be your president, too. Someone once said that every man is trying to live up to his father's expectations or make up for their father's mistakes. Each of us deserves the freedom to pursue our own version of happiness. No one deserves to be bullied. You might be locked in a world not of your own making, Horizon said, but you still have a claim on how it is shaped. You still have responsibilities. At the moment that we persuade a child, any child, to cross that threshold, that magic threshold into a library, we change their lives forever, for the better. Each path to knowledge involves different rules, and these rules are not interchangeable. We may come from different places and have different stories, but we share common hopes, and one very American dream. I've got daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. First of all, I'm gonna teach them about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby. For we know that our patchwork heritage is a strength, not a weakness. It's not surprising, then, they get bitter, they cling to guns or religion or antipathy to people who aren't like them, or anti-immigrant sentiment or anti-trade sentiment as a way to explain their frustrations. I think perhaps education doesn't do us much good unless it is mixed with sweat.